All right, we have looked at 7 green flags that American men have that you should pay attention to. We have looked at some of the things you should do, some of the things you shouldn't do, and some of the things you should remember when it comes to dating an American man. So today, to finish off all of this, I think we'll go ahead and talk about 7 red flags you should pay attention to if you're going to be with an American man. Of course, I'm talking about men who are around my age, so in their late 20s to late 30s, somewhere around there. If you want a man like that in that age group, these are red flags you need to pay attention to, and it might scream, run away. But before I get into the video, you all know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button down below, because you liking and subscribing is the best way to support the videos that I do, and it is the best way to ensure that I'm able to continue to make videos like this. You know me, I'm Jesse. I talk all things travel, living in the Philippines, and being Catholic. Today, we're going to throw in some relationship stuff in there just because for some reason, everybody likes that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Red flag number 1. Listen how he talks about his exes. If he is constantly trash talking his exes, and I guess women in general, honestly, that could very well be a red flag. Now, I'm not talking about how he talks with his friends. You know, guys joke and say stupid stuff all the time. I mean, me, I say dumb, crazy stuff just for the fun of it. Just how I joke. I like edgy jokes because it's fun to push the button. However, if he's being serious with you and he's talking about how terrible his ex is, especially if it's every ex he's ever had. For men, it's the same thing. If a woman does that, it's not good. What that is basically saying is that 1, he's not going to take accountability for the things that he's done that's bad. And 2, it also says that given the chance, if you two break up, he's probably going to talk crap about you too. I don't think that's okay. I don't think men should do that. I think men should be respectful of women, even if they break up with them. I talk to my fiance sometimes about relationship stuff in the past because she wants to know, but I never put down my exes. Even the one that was a Filipina, that the breakup was pretty bad and things didn't go very well during that breakup. But I still didn't talk bad about her. I don't trash talk any woman. I just think it's wrong. And if a man is doing that to his exes, remember, if you become his ex, he's probably going to do the same thing to you. Don't let the whole manipulation tactic thing where they say, oh, don't worry, I would never do that to you. That's typically not how it works. Human behavior doesn't change a whole lot after you get past a certain age as a child. It typically stays the same. The personality stays about the same throughout the rest of your life. So if you're doing something constantly and repeatedly over and over and over again, the chances of you not doing it all of a sudden is pretty low. So keep that in mind. You don't want to be with someone who's going to trash talk women like that. It's a disrespectful thing. And it also says something about their character if they think that it's okay to talk bad about women in such a way that, you know, it says something about their character. Number 2, he refuses to pay for the first date. Now, I'm not saying the first date needs to be something expensive. Here in the Philippines, actually, it's not too hard for a man to pay for the first date. And it's typically very cheap. The first date I had with my fiance here in the Philippines was McDonald's, because she said that she's been so poor that she's never had McDonald's before, and that she would love to try McDonald's. And we were literally staying in a hotel that was like a 30-second walk from McDonald's. It was very convenient. So I was able to take her there. And because I wanted to be nice, because I like to see people happy, I went ahead and her baby cousin, Divine, who's at the time was 4, I think. She might have been 3. And her aunt and her brother, I was like, y'all come along too. Yeah. I paid for everyone's lunch. Well, I can't exactly remember what they got because they get different stuff here in the Philippines. Like some of their meals are not what you would expect in America. They come with rice here, so So it's very confusing to me. But at any rate, I bought a full meal for everyone, including myself. Mine was the most expensive, to be completely honest, because I got the most expensive burger they had, and extra mayo, extra salt, no ice, all that great stuff. 'Cause I'm a big guy. But out of all of that, I paid the full meal, paid for dessert, and I think I got some to-go stuff as well. And that was for 5 people. I paid less than $20 US for all of that. That is cheap for me. It's not always cheap for Filipinos, which is why I mentioned the thing about my fiance saying she never got to eat at McDonald's because it's too expensive compared to some of the local restaurants here. So if he refuses to even pay something like that for you, something that cheap, for us Americans, that is very cheap. If he refuses to pay that, if he can come to the Philippines on a plane, get a hotel, and then claim that he doesn't have enough money to pay for McDonald's, something should tell you it's not right. He's not going to be at least a little courteous and buy you a meal. Like it's not normal. Because what you are willing to give up in a relationship is far greater than what he will be willing to give up. Your purity, all of that, if he can't respect that enough to at least try, it's not okay. So there's that. Number 3, he refuses to work. If he is all about partying all the time and he is okay with getting by with the least amount of effort, he's not trying to move up the corporate ladder, or he's not trying to build his own business, or he's not trying to do something to generate and keep generating money, that is a huge red flag. In fact, that's so bad that I would say he's a no. Now, I'm not saying if he doesn't have a job, that's a red flag. I'm saying if he's not trying. If he's one of those people that just sits at his computer and plays video games or PS5 or whatever the heck people are playing now. I don't even know, because that's how much I don't play video games anymore. Or if he's just going out and partying all the time and coming home and not really doing anything with his life, that is a red flag. If you want someone who's serious, then you need to make sure he's going to do what is necessary to take care of you, to take care of your children if you have children with him, to take care of himself. He's going to do the things he needs to do to make sure that happens. If he doesn't, I will be 100% honest with you. I would not even dare come near him. Again, it's not that he doesn't have a job, though, because that stuff happens. And with the way the economy is going in America, that can happen more often than you might think. As long as he's trying, and he's really trying, that's what matters. I've told this story before. When I got out of the military, I became homeless for a while. I was desperately looking for a job everywhere. I really, really wanted a job, needed a job, bad. And so I used every single resource I could find. I got in touch with the military. I got in touch with the state office. I got in touch with VA programs. I did everything possible to make sure I would end up getting income somehow. And I ended up getting income through a job, finally. And it all worked out. But my fiance didn't leave me during that time because she saw that I was trying so hard. It was stressing me out every single day. I didn't take time to sit on the computer. I didn't take time to play games. I didn't take time to watch things on TikTok or YouTube all day till I got some job. I was searching. And if he is not willing to do that, that's a red flag. Number 4. I did this one on things you shouldn't do to American men that would push them away, but this is also a red flag if American men do it. If he is going out and hanging out with a bunch of women, if he's going out, especially parties, the bar, and whatnot, and he's just telling you, oh, they're just friends, this and that, it's not okay. If he wants to be serious with you, that shit gotta end. It's gotta stop. Like I said with the woman shouldn't be doing it either. That's one way to push the men away. But likewise, the men should not be doing it either. It's one thing to go to a bar and just sit down to have a drink or a burger or whatever. Sorry, I love burgers. What can I say? It's one thing to do that. It's a completely different thing to go to those places and start seeking out attention from people from the opposite sex. And we're in this context, we're talking about for men. That is not okay. Let me give you a prime example of this that happened very recently with me in Boracay. In Boracay, there was a place where you could use shisha, smoke hookah, however you say it. I don't even know how you say it. But there were only like five tables, and they were very small, and they were all out front where you could blow the fume or smoke or whatever out into the open air. I went there by myself because my fiance, she wanted to rest at the hotel, and I'm just not the kind of guy. When I'm out and I'm exploring, I don't like to rest very much. That's just not me. I like to actually be out and exploring and doing things. So I got a table there. At the time that I got there, I don't like to be around a lot of people really, so I chose a table that didn't have any customers on either side. However, later on through sitting there, there were two Filipinas that came and sat down at the other table directly beside me. I did not talk to them. I didn't do anything like that. They asked me one question, which was, how did I know when the charcoal needed to be changed in the shisha? And I told them it was because when the smoke starts to get less and less and the flavor starts to dim, it's probably time to change the charcoal. And then they also dropped their mouthpiece, and I gave them my extra mouthpiece. But that was all that was said. Nothing else. I had to convince my fiance, who showed up, and I don't know what she was thinking. She thought that I was talking to them. I don't know what the heck she was thinking, but she thought I was actually talking to them, but I wasn't. I don't even remember what they look like. Because even when I talked to them, I didn't look at them as friendly as you might think I am. I try to avoid talking to people I don't know. I just feel uncomfortable. I really have to drink a lot before I am around people I don't know or I talk. But at any rate, my fiance at first took it the wrong way. Everything worked out. Everything was okay. But that's how I feel a guy should react around women at a bar or a place like that. They should not be giving them attention, which is exactly what I was not doing. She needed a mouthpiece. I gave her the mouthpiece, and she asked for help with something. And that was the only 2 times I talked to her. And that's how men should be. And it's the same with women. Women should not be going out and seeking that attention. Number 5, who is rushing the relationship? There's nothing wrong with talking about the future, talking about possibly getting married, talking about having kids in the future. There's nothing wrong with that. But if he starts pushing for marriage within the first week or something like that, or having kids, and you haven't been together that long, that's not a good sign. In fact, that's a very bad sign. That's a definite red flag. It could be a form of love bombing. And love bombing is when they're all loving and caring and they're just hitting you with all these beautiful words, which I did watch some Filipinas who talk about how Filipino men love bomb a lot and make all these promises. And that's why a lot of Filipinas don't want Filipino men. They want American men, because American men tend to be more straightforward with what they want. At least they may not be as poetic and have that loving sound to the words, but at least they're blunt in what they want. And whereas Filipino men will lie and be sweet and kind just to get what they actually want. However, American men do that too. Not all of them. Most of us are pretty freaking blunt on what we want. We're not going to lie. We're not going to sugarcoat it. But if we are love bombing you and we're saying, oh, I want to get married to you. We've been together for a week now, and I feel like I know everything about you, blah, 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 all that, be careful. I'm not saying that it is for sure a love bombing, but it's not normal. You want to get to know the person, especially if he hasn't seen you yet. It's important to get to see each other and talk to each other in person and go out on dates together before you jump into this whole thing about marriage. But you don't want to get married to the wrong person. You don't want to get married to someone that's going to mess with your life. Don't let him love bomb you like that. keep your cool and just watch and listen. If things keep happening, if he keeps saying things like that, and you're starting to feel like it's a love bombing, I would say talk to him first and try to get a feel of what's going on. But ultimately, if it keeps happening, I would say be careful. You might want to get out of that relationship, because there's a reason he's love bombing you, and it's probably not to get married, because no one thinks of getting married in the first week of a relationship. I would say it would take more than a month, more than 2 months before you even seriously consider marriage. And I would also say that it would take you and him meeting each other before that is the most serious you can get. So just know that, yeah, I suppose maybe Filipino men, they do love bomb a lot based off what I've heard. And American men tend to be more blunt. Not every American man is. And some of them will love bomb you. It's just how they do their thing. And I don't know why they do it. I don't get it. But just know that is a red flag. Number 6, watch how he treats animals. Now, I'm not saying that he has to be kind and goes up and he pets every animal he sees. I do that. I love animals. But I am saying that he should not be kicking animals, hurting animals, shooting BBs at animals, just doing bad things. If he's doing that, run. You don't go near a man who does that. Don't go near a person who does that. That's a classic sign of psychopathology. It's a classic sign of a psychopath, or at least a sociopath, or an antisocial personality disorder. And those kinds of things are dangerous. They lack the ability to feel horrible when an animal that especially depends on human protection, like cats, dogs, birds, and you have no reason to hurt them. You lack that inner drive that tells you it's not okay to hurt animals just for fun. If you lack that, you're going to lack basic, decent human emotion for other people too. It's not always their fault. I can't sit here and tell you that they have like this inner drive that, I don't know, it's definitely a mental illness, and it's something that typically starts when you're a child. Children do it. A lot of the famous serial killers in America, they started out harming animals. And now I'm not saying the guy will be a serial killer, but I'm saying that he will probably lack certain parts in the brain that tell him it's not okay to hurt others, whether it's physically or emotionally or mentally, any of that. So if he is not good with animals, or if he's hurting animals, that's what I'm trying to convey. If he's hurting animals for fun, not to eat them like you would a deer or a pig or whatever, not to protect himself, but he's doing it just for fun, no, you don't even, it's not okay. And I'm telling you, he's probably going to be a very bad person that you don't want to be around. Number 7. My final one is one of my more important ones because I am Catholic. It's a red flag if he's constantly putting down your religion, especially if you're Catholic. And I know a lot of my Filipino friends on here are Catholic. I know I also have some who are probably Muslim, or some who are INC or SDA, but Catholic is what most of you are, and that's what I am. If he is putting down your religion, don't even try. Not worth it. He's not going to want to raise kids with you in a Catholic church or in whatever church you're in. He's going to bash you. He's going to make fun of you. He's going to put your religion down. And you're not always going to be able to defend what you believe, because a lot of us Americans, we study this stuff very deeply. I'm very fortunate that I studied it while I was in college. I studied it and learned a lot about my faith that made me a stronger Catholic, actually, against atheism, against Islam, against Protestantism. But there are also a lot of American men who went the opposite route, and they might be an atheist now, might be an agnostic, and they're going to try to change your mind. They're not going to like you raising your kids in the Catholic Church. If they're going to do that kind of stuff, don't entertain them. Just don't. They don't have any respect for you. They have no respect for your religious beliefs. If they can't respect something as sacred as religious belief, then they are not okay. They're not a good person. So there you go. That is my top 7 red flags to look for in American men. There are other red flags, and I'm sure that you could probably think of a few. And I suppose my lesson of the day would be to make sure you pay attention to the red flags and not just the green flags. I know in the last video I said pay attention to the green flags and not just the red flags. Now it's the red flags and not just the green flags. Pay attention to both. There's 7 in each one. And I'm telling you, if you pay attention to things like that, it'll help you in the long run in a more serious relationship, one that you will want to build up and live the rest of your life in. And you'll be happy that you did. You'll be happy that you paid attention to red flags. You'll be happy that you paid attention to the green flag. And that's what's important. You want your future to be a bright and happy future. As always, guys, this is my own personal subjective view on the world. This is what I've seen. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Did I miss any important red flags? Because I may have had. I'm coming at this from an American man perspective. So I may have missed something that I might even have, and I don't even know about it yet. So let me know. American men, let me know what y'all think. Is there anything that you didn't like that I had put up here? I'd love to know what you have to say. And of course, as always, guys, know that y'all are valuable and that you matter. God bless.